Me?
He runs a lot in the mountains and considers himself a mountain runner. So he's been doing it for a while. And in all of our conversations, I've picked up so many great health tips from him. And we've discussed running in the past. And I just wanted to bring some of these forward to you guys. So the question I have for you, Claude, to kick this whole thing off is, why the heck do you run?
I love it.
Good answer.
It's the only one. I love running. Now, I know for a lot of people it's very difficult to get out the door to do it, especially getting started is hard. But I look forward to it every day. I run in the summer anywhere, an average of at least 10 miles per day to as much as 15 or more per day. Literally 100-mile weeks during the summer and spring. I live in San Diego, which is warm. It's easy to run. I spend a lot of time up here in the mountains in Colorado also. Love to go to New York City, run to Central Park. During the winter, and got 3 feet of snow outside here right now. In fact, let me just show everybody. This is the stuff I run in, folks.
Wow.
Okay, this is what it looks like when you're 10,000 feet up. And I go out in the winter. I will probably do about 5 miles on the treadmill real early in the morning. It's the first thing I do every day. And then I will, if it's above zero, I will go outside and do another 3 to 5 miles. I like to do 10. I don't recommend that for everybody. It's what works for me. This is not a team sport. It's an individual sport. And sometimes I go slow when it's like today. We got another couple inches of snow, and if I go off the trail, I will sink at least 3 feet unless I'm wearing snowshoes. I don't wear snowshoes. I wear, in the winter, I wear a particularly heavy shoe. These are some Montrails. They're a very heavy shoe. If you look on the front, I got a little rubber cover here to keep the water out and everything. I have these little elastic ties because I can stick my pants in and make a gaiter out of them. And then I have about 25 cents worth of sheet metal screws, these little hex screws here. And so they keep me from sliding because there's a lot of ice sometimes underneath. So this is what I run in. I have a lot of different shoes, New Balance, Skechers, Nikes. I rotate my shoes a lot. I'm very, very lucky. I've been told I moderate my running according to how I feel, but I do enjoy it. And when you enjoy something, it's easy to do. And I run a lot more mileage than probably a lot of people my age.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I compete in half marathons, marathons. But the thing I love the best is just going out in the woods, finding a trail in the canyons of San Diego or in the trails here in the Colorado Rockies, and just going out all by myself. I might take a water pack with me. Sometimes, like in the winter here, it's actually the light doesn't come out until 7:30 in the morning because we're high up in the Rockies, and it's sundown. Sometimes is 4:30.
Wow.
So it's a very short day. Sometimes just to get my run in, I will go out when it's dark. I have this very bright yellow reflective jacket that I wear, hat and gloves. I look like the Michelin Man. I wear a light here. This is made by a Swedish company. I wear this. It's a little headband, so I have a light with all this reflective gear because no one wants to be hit by a snowplow. It's a lousy way to die.
How long have you been running?
I've been running since I would say late high school, a little. I picked it up a lot more in college. I stopped after college when I was in law school because, with law school you got to study so many hours, and the weight came on. A lot of weight came on, and so then I started picking it up again, started competing in the New York City Marathon. I've run five of those. I've run a lot of other Carlsbad Marathon. I run a lot of marathons and half marathons. I love the half marathon, by the way. It's my favorite one. And it's just my sport. It's the cheapest sport around. I've played golf and biking, and all these other sports are very expensive. All I need to do is buy a good pair of shoes, buy good shoes, go to a good place. San Diego, I go to Roadrunner Sports, or go to a good shop and buy the right kind of shoes. Try them on, fit them. Make sure they have a guarantee that you can return them. A lot of modern online stores let you do that because you can. And you get a shoe that's really good for you, and rotate those shoes a lot.
Okay.
I always drive my wife crazy. I have about 8 different pairs of running shoes in the garage, by the treadmill, in the laundry, all by the front door, by the back door. A lot of shoes. And I love it. I enjoy it. It's my peaceful time. Sometimes I will take my iPhone with me and my headset, and I will listen to music, or I'll listen to the radio sometimes. A lot of times, just nothing. Have a little armband here, that I wear. My iPhone goes in it, so it's not in the way and everything. But I find it very I enjoy it. It's not something I feel like I have to do. It's something I want to do. So that makes it real easy. Now, here's an important point. When I was younger and I would run, the weight, no matter what I ate, no matter what garbage processed animal products I ate, I would stay very thin. As I got older, even though I was running, I noticed the blood pressure went up and the cholesterol went up. Okay. And the weight went up also, even though I was still running. So running by itself is not going to be enough. It's part of the answer for a healthy lifestyle. Eating the right foods. You guys have heard us, Anthony and me, say this so many times. Plant-based fruits, vegetables, whole grain rice and beans, unprocessed foods. Stay away from the animal products and stuff, and mix in a little bit of moderate exercise on a regular basis, whatever suits you. Check with your doctor. As Anthony always says, we're not doctors, but and make sure. And you, between the diet and exercise, you will fit into your high school jeans. You will lose tons of weight, and you will have a nutritious diet, but not a high fat, high cholesterol, high density diet. And between the exercise, which burns up calories and keeps your metabolism high all day, if you do it in the morning, and eating a good, healthy, whole food diet, you'll have great control. You'll never be hungry. And so the running just fits into my lifestyle. Did I talk too much here?
No, those are precisely the kinds of health tips that I wanted to bring forward to the people.
Okay, good.
Do we have time for one more, or should we put that on part 2?
Let's put it on part 2, and we'll come back to this. What do we want to call this? The life of a trail runner, or something? And part of the whole healthy lifestyle for maintaining your weight, losing your weight, feeling good. All the time. And that's all our goal is to share with you folks how to feel good all the time, how to lose that weight and never be hungry, and not have to give your hard-earned money to some silly voodoo diet or strange products that are probably not good for you, or some overpriced health club where you got to touch. I've got a thing to tell you about a health club at the next episode. You will not. I was in a very fancy hotel, and wait till I tell you about their health club. Ladies and gentlemen, Claude Diamond here with my buddy Tony. Take care.
Thank you for sharing, Claude.